I've been meaning to write Super Breakout for the BBC Micro for quite a while now. I started on it, probably a couple of years ago, looking at the assembler, the disassembly, and trying to work out how it was working and where stuff was mapped, and then completely forgot about it. When I used to run a small arcade on a holiday camp in about the very early 80s, we had a Super Breakout machine in the main club area. It was one of originally two machines, I can't remember the other one now. Atari Basketball. And we kept having a problem with the Breakout machine, which was the coin box completely filled with coins and blocked the coin mech. So either you couldn't play at all, or you could just bang the front door and it would give you a free game. It's a game that's always stuck in my mind, but I haven't really gone back to playing it. And so when there was a message on Stardot about breakout games, I thought, it really is time to get on with it, and that's when I looked at the assembler before. But didn't really start doing this again until last week. Like most of the early arcade games, it's based on a character map display with a small number of sprites. In this case it has 3 sprites, which are the 3 balls. Everything else is on a 30 by 20, 32 by 28 character display with the monitor mounted vertically, so 28 by 32. So to put this on the BBC Micro, what you need to do is scan those 1,000-ish characters every frame, find out which ones have changed and update the screen to match, as well as drawing the 3 balls where the sprites would be. While I was doing this, I noticed that the main position of the ball is slightly off, slightly too high I think, if I remember correctly. It also didn't really strike me until I was porting the game exactly the rules of when the ball bounces, and it keeps track of whether the ball's going up or down, and when it's going down it will only bounce up, and when it's going up it will only bounce down, so it stops it from hitting a brick and then coming down into another one in the same row and bouncing up again. I assume it gets reset when it's not overlapping a brick. The original colours are actually produced on a black and white screen by sticking coloured plastic over the screen. So what you got in your arcade may be slightly different depending on what the factory put on, or if you've had a replacement monitor they may have just used whatever colours they had around. It also depends on the alignment of the picture and the plastics, exactly where things line up. But if you've got a video NuLA, then I've put in as close as I can get to what I think the actual colours were. These have just come from MAME really, which is what you'll get if you've got a video NuLA. The game is made using 2-colour mode on the BBC Micro and changing the colour palette as the raster goes down the screen. This means you get the same effect of the arcade of the ball changing colour as it goes through the different colours of bricks. When I had to make the choice as to which ball to save, I suddenly remembered that back in the day if I had to choose, I'd let the original ball die and pick up the new one as it's moving slower than the one that's been in play for a while. It seems like I've actually introduced a sound bug, because originally there's different sounds for the wall, the brick, the bat and losing the ball, which I had in but I don't seem to have now, so maybe I'll have to fix that in a later version if there is one. I'd remembered that when I used to play this, the bat used to get small, but I couldn't remember why, and since it hadn't happened I thought maybe I'd got a bug, and then I realised I just wasn't as good as I used to be,